So it's springtime. Yet another front roll through. They've just been back to back. We can actually go from summer patterns, hot, shallow water.
That purple matrix.
He's got some power.
To a winter pattern where they're looking for deep water. Well, I just had 2 back-to-back fronts.
Northeast wind.
And then a guy come in from Colorado. We were left with a day that he had to fish that was post front and in the 50s but wet, so that makes it damp and pretty cold. Windy in the morning. We had a lot going against us, but this is how we resolved it. 55 degrees, pretty chilly, northeast wind, post front. We're gonna make it work. We had 50-mile-an-hour winds a couple days ago. So what I had to do was first of all find clean water. That took some doing. I searched all the flats. It was chocolate milk yoo-hoo. So I had to go toward the mainland because it was protected from that north wind and find some pockets of clear. The first thing that came to mind was, hey, let's go look at some canal properties. They're protected from the north wind. They're against the mainland. A lot of houses, maybe the water will be clear. And boom, we found some green, normal tended water. And there was a few fish in there too. We just needed some deep water. All right. You got one too? All right, so we're working slow and small. We were getting bites. They were lazy bites, but we were getting bites. So we just had to slow things down. So how am I approaching this type of cold day when I know everything's lethargic? You've got this high pressure system pushing down on the fish. And I know everything's low, slow, and small is what I like to do. Just shrink everything down to a 3-inch profile and work it very slow. Even maybe add a little Pro-Cure to give it a little stink. Every advantage I can get. When you come up, I'm gonna give you some Pro-Cure. Oh, there's several working in the back. So this is my favorite DOA cow. You see me use these all summer when the shrimp are around. It's a very shrimpy profile. But then also when it gets like this and things get finicky, I love to whip it out and try to just finesse them into a bite really low and slow. So in the canal, we were dropping it down and just barely bumping it on bottom, maybe a small rise and just barely bumping it, even dragging it. That caused some hang up. When we got on the edge of the canal, there was little pods of oyster. Hang up, we'd go up to it, disconnect, keep on going. But I was like, man, if we ain't getting hung up, we ain't going slow enough. Good fish, it's good trout. Sweet. Sea trout, speck. So here we are on the canal properties, and there's actually a few fish in these 6-foot deep, relatively clear canals. Oh, I found a 15-foot deep canal, and we were both bumping the bank and just slowly dragging. Boom, I get hung again. I spend like 2 minutes taking in slack, running the troll motor, getting us past it so I can unhook it. And when I go to unhook it off of what I think is a piece of concrete, it takes off. It's not a piece of concrete, it's a fish. I thought I was hung this whole time, but he was just asleep. Oh no, this is something big, dude. This is something massive. Oh, he broke me off. God.
You're just sitting there, huh?
He was just sitting with it in his mouth. So that goes to show you, low and slow. He sucked it in and just sat there. And this was a bull of some sort. Bull drawn, bull red, it was massive. Popped me off really quick. 30-pound braid. 20-pound leader. Snap. Low and slow and crawling. So after we hit the canals, once again I pressed into the mainland because that was protected from that 50-mile-an-hour north wind. I found little pockets of clearer water that hadn't been totally disrupted by that severe wind. So Alex, what'd you think about hanging that bull and seeing those tailing reds?
That was pretty fun, especially the reds. Yeah.
But I'm glad you got to see it. Being from Colorado, that's really a cool thing to see.
Yeah, we got nothing like that out there, so it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I had a blast. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. All right, folks, hope some of these tips helped. If you want to go fishing with me, 30milesout.com's got all the info. Until next time, catch you later. What? Say what?